There we go.
All right, so it's time to revisit something. The Manhattan Portage pocket pouch, coin purse, coin pouch. I don't know what you want to call it. I always called it a coin purse, but you know, a lot of people kind of give me that. Give me that eyebrow. I don't know why. Insecure ass people, but it is what it is. I've carried this thing for about 10 years. No bullshit. What inspired it was when I was a kid, I had a coin pouch. You know, you don't really have a wallet when you're a little kid, but then that kind of idea of just putting my little junk in there when I don't know, didn't have much money as a kid. It was just appealing. And then as I grew up, you know, those Altoid tins, you know, that whole EDC challenge thing that people are fucking still doing nowadays for some reason. It's nice, but it rattles. You know what I'm talking about? If you've ever done one, those little freaking Altoid survival tin things, they kind of rattle if you don't fill them up all the way, and it's just a nuisance. And with those survival tins, you put them in the bottom of your bag, or in my case, I like the idea of just carrying it on me as a mini survival kit. So it wasn't conducive to my lifestyle. So I found this, which is the exact same size, shape, and overall much more comfortable and convenient than that. This is I think it's Cordura fabric. I put this on here in case I drop it. I'll be able to kind of see it, little orange tag. But here, check it out. Boom. So inside of it, I have the Night Eyes flashlight, which is a rechargeable flashlight. It's Roy Vivan Angel Eyes. Did I say Night Eyes? Oh, goodness. But it's the E3. For a while, I've had this for a long time. I've just never had the opportunity to really, really use it. The thing I liked about it, and it was appealing, was it has room for a standard AAA battery. I hate exclusively rechargeable flashlights. It's always a pain in the ass to be stuck to a wall. Then you're out in the... All right, your flashlight dies, and now you gotta freaking charge it. Now you gotta leave it at a wall somewhere. Well, if my flashlight dies and I have a battery, all I gotta do is find a battery. And usually I'll carry a spare in my bag, and not the Altoids tin, but yeah. But this has both functions. It's a rechargeable battery, as well as the capability of a single AAA, which is small, compact, and easy to pack up AAA battery. I like that. I've been using it a lot more, and it fits perfectly. Look at the dimensions. It's rectangular, flat, it goes in there like nothing. Let's see, I carry in a small Bic lighter as well, because I carry ferro rods in my outdoor bag, but not in my pocket. Not in the day-to-day at least. And this whole compactness was inspired by where I grew up, which was in big cities like Chicago. But then I also moved and lived in Puerto Rico for a while. If you're curious, Manatí, Puerto Rico. It's named after the manatee, I guess. Really cool. So the tropical rainforests of Puerto Rico. That was in itself an experience which made me more outdoorsy, because who doesn't feel like Crocodile Dundee when you're 9 years old and you jump on the back of an iguana that you see trying to like hide in the bush? You have that experience? I did. And this part is interchangeable. Lately I've been carrying that because it's compact and light. It's the Cold Steel Micro Recon 1. Well, Cold Steel Recon 1 Micro. I just did a video where I threw this, like, at least it was 3 to 5 paces at an apple on the ground. Really effective. It does have a triad lock, which is appealing, and I think this is a G10 handle. The steel on it is 4116 stainless, made in Taiwan, but you know, I trust Cold Steel, so it doesn't say VG10, it doesn't say like AUS 8. AUS 8 is my favorite, by the way, but you know, for what it is, it's all you really need. And the fact that it's compact and so slim. Again, though, you could always change that out with a Buck 55. It's just a little bit more heavy, you feel me? And I really do trust the Buck 55. Well, let me see. This is Cold Steel. I love Cold Steel. I can't really say I trust it more, but, you know, I really love my Buck knives. That would work in there, but this is about 3 times the weight of that. Maybe more. Maybe I'll do a weight test later on. I also carry this, the Mini Champ. Mini Champ is just great because it has a variety of tools. I can get into it, but the attachments I have are this little piece of cotton cord, and that I've braided up with some snake knots, and then a crown knot at the end, and just a cow hitch right there to fasten it to that little key ring. The main reason for this is tinder. I mean, it also helps me find it, but I mean, honestly, if I'm in the field, I'm going to use this as tinder to start my fires, or just whatever. It's just a lanyard until I do need it. And then I have this here titanium toothpick. Looks like a little wasp stinger. You'll be able to do that, but yeah, it's very nice. Other than this one, I have been known to carry another Swiss Army knife that I've had for many years. I've had this for about 12 years. This is the Victorinox Classic SD. SD stands for screwdriver because it does have the screwdriver flathead right there. It has toothpick and tweezers. That's the only thing that really separates it and makes it better from this one. I love this knife, and the fact that it's got the polymer handles makes it very appealing. This is a limited edition. It's called the Swiss Clockwork. And when I bought this, I just thought that I always loved Victorinox because of their attention to detail and their quality. Their machining is absolutely perfect, and this is no exception. And it was just an homage to their history of making clocks, Swiss clocks. So I have been known to carry this one in there too. But lately it's been the Mini Champ. Other than that, I carry a little golf pencil because who doesn't need something to write with occasionally that's not going to blow up in your pocket? It works. It doesn't snap the tip or anything, and it's really just for emergencies. Let's see, a little piece of leather because you never know when life gets at you and you just need to bite down on some leather, but mostly it's just for stropping and kind of like, all right, so if I'm at work and I kind of have to go outside and we have security doors, I just kind of just take this out and put that right there. It's just a little piece of a cutout from a belt, an old belt. But yeah, I'll put that in the door, it'll wedge it open, come back, put it in my wallet. It's my security key. You feel me? But that's basically it, other than my hidden tools, which are placed right there on the tag. It's a bobby pin, well, two of them, two sizes, because I've had buttons pop before and not enough time to sew them back on, and safety pins. Oh yeah, safety pins for that, and then bobby pins, just because another hobby and thing I mastered back in the day, in my early 20s, was lockpicking, and just, I need occasionally things to just poke and prod, so I just kind of habitually carry some of those, and I like to have them on me. But the beauty about this is that it's so compact and flexible, all like compared to that freaking Altoids tin. I can just kind of put this in there and be good to go. Let's just do this laid down, actually, how I really have it. Put that one straight up. The other orientation, yeah, that way, so that this falls down, and then it closes perfect. And look at that. You can't really complain. And I'll put a $1.55 over here for comparison, so you can see how thin it is. It's really laid flat. It's about as thin as a $1.55, and that's a wallet. That's a thin wallet. You can put it in the back of your pocket and carry it with you wherever the hell you are. You know, what the hell? This thing can carry a lot, and like I said, I've beat the crap out of this thing. I've washed this too because it's gotten pretty grimy over the years. I actually bought two more varieties. I got a blue one, navy blue, and then I bought a lime green one too that I actually use in my car for just coins and shit. But yeah, you see that? It's not bad. It's the Manhattan Portage. I think you can still get them on Amazon. I don't remember how much they are because, like I said, it's been about 10 years since I purchased it. But think about that. It's been 10 years since I purchased it, and the only reason I bought two more was because I fell in love with it, and if I did happen to lose this, I needed these other ones. I don't need anything else. Screw those Altoids tins. What do you think? Have you tried it yet?